Hey everyone, my name is Anastasia Ortega, and today I have the honor of introducing one of my bestest friends. Now everyone may know her for her role in the volleyball team, but that's not all she's capable of. She has the biggest heart and she makes friends with any and everybody. And she's honestly one of my biggest role models. But keep in mind, I use the word biggest very, very lightly because she's about this big. But that doesn't stop her from exceeding in everything that she does. The one thing that I'm gonna dread about graduation is leaving her. We'll be about 3 hours away from each other next year, and although she's still trying to convince me to go to her school and I'm trying to convince her to come to mine, we're not doing so well with that. But it's okay because we always end up back with each other. For example, I'm stuck at her house during this snowstorm that we're having in Texas. So I have no doubt in my mind that I will not be seeing her at least twice a month next year. And I am forever grateful for this girl for making me the person that I am today. I love you.
As introduced, my name is Kaitlyn Ruiz. Many of you may know me as KK, as one of the volleyball players, or even as one of the Ruiz sisters. But no one really knows me as a girl who doubts herself every day, who overthinks every situation, or even as a girl who doesn't believe the nice things people say about her. To be told you're beautiful, intelligent, and genuinely a good person and not see it when you look at yourself in the mirror is probably one of the most frustrating things ever. You ask yourself, how come I can't see what others see in me? And it slowly tears you apart on the inside. And it hurts. It hurts not liking the person you see in the mirror because you're your lifelong buddy. You're the only one who is guaranteed going to be with you every single day of your life. I've never thought about this as much as I have during the summer of 2020, which many of us know as the beginning of quarantine. Before, I didn't really have much time to think about anything other than school, my family, and sports. But with all this newfound time, I really began to ask myself, who am I? Who do I want to be, and how am I going to get there? Growing up, I knew I hated not being liked. So I would mold myself into someone I knew everyone would like. I was easily peer pressured into liking things, and naturally I kept my opinions to myself, thinking nobody was listening or paid any attention or cared, really. As time passed, this attitude gradually transformed itself into a mentality of if they wanted to, they would. This means if someone wanted to talk to me, if someone wanted to hang out with me, then they would show the initiative and, do it. They would. This isn't really wrong, but it was a toxic mentality to have because it consisted of me cutting off ties with almost every single one of my friends. I call this the I'm working on myself phase. To cover up the idea that I was simply giving myself an opportunity to play the victim. I did this because I was tired of people leaving my life when, quite frankly, I wasn't ready for them to leave. In doing this, I had control over when they left because I would push them away. Having that control in a time of such uncertainty kept me grounded in a weird and toxic way. But I did this because I lacked self-confidence and a sense of security. For years, I wanted to be everything everyone else wanted me to be. I wanted to be the perfect daughter, the perfect sister, friend, athlete, peer, literally almost anything you can think of. And I wanted all this because I feared the idea of not being enough and being the reason people leave my life. All this time, I wanted to be better for everyone else, but what infuriated me the most was why couldn't I be better for myself? Why didn't I want to be better for myself? I wanted so badly to be validated by everybody else that I didn't realize that I was slowly destroying myself from the inside out. I never tried addressing this issue until I mastered the art of silently crying at night. Every day in middle school, we were told this one motto. It was, our thoughts led to words, our words led to actions, and our actions led to our personality, and our personality led to our destiny. But I never stopped and thought about what happens if our thoughts were negative. what would that impact our future? How would that impact me? This motto helps me push aside all my negative thoughts and helps me bring forth solutions to keep moving forward. First, I tried setting goals. Setting goals that could be completed daily, weekly, monthly, annually, or even throughout my life has kept me feeling accomplished and productive. Setting goals have kept me motivated in times when I really didn't want to do anything. But once I put it into perspective, I realized that these goals I made for myself were the roadmap to my destiny and who I'll become. Then I moved on and tried doing positive affirmations. Positive affirmations have been quite the struggle for me, but it's worth the struggle. Positive affirmations are statements to keep someone from thinking negatively about almost anything, so I target these statements toward myself, like I love myself, I'm a hard worker, people believe in me, and I believe in myself, and so many others. Saying these can help you believe in yourself and love who you are. I believe these are worth the struggle because we shouldn't have to struggle with looking in the mirror and saying to ourselves that we're worth it and that we love ourselves. But sadly, sometimes it is, and that's okay. It's just something we need to work on. Sleeping well has had a significant impact on how I saw myself and how others saw me. During quarantine, I made a schedule for myself that I would follow daily that consisted of me going to sleep at 9 p.m. and waking up around 7 or 8 the next morning. First, I would start with a workout, a stretch, eat breakfast, read, reflect, draw, almost anything that would help ease my mind or get anything off my chest, so I would start the day fresh. I realized that once I could sleep and rest my body, that my mental state improved. My body recovered from illnesses and workouts faster, and I felt a lot healthier. I felt 100%, and I felt like I could give 100%. During school, people expected me to push through anything and everything to provide for them. And when you don't feel 100%, you can't give 100%. But you can feel like you're trying. Trying to give when you don't feel complete makes you feel irritated with yourself. And you begin to get more agitated. And I was tired of feeling like that almost every day. I'm not saying if you sleep the recommended hours that you're supposed to get, you'll feel absolutely perfect, but you'll feel a heck of a lot closer to it. Also, lastly, noticing when you are sabotaging yourself. Sabotaging yourself could mean you would try to think about times that made you sad, told yourself that you're not good enough, not pretty, not worth it, and many other degrading words. When I began to reflect through my days in quarantine, I realized that the majority of the times I was sad was because I would look through old photos, reminisce on the good times, and wishing I could go back or wishing I was the old me. Doing this only prevents us from becoming who we want and can be. We gotta forgive, but never forget. It's good to look back at the past, but only to acknowledge the growth that you've made. Congratulate yourself for overlooking your past and taking the next step, turning that page, and starting a new chapter in your life. I also want to say that there are various ways to harm yourself, and self-sabotaging is one of them. Picking yourself apart using negative words to describe yourself is one of many ways you can sabotage yourself, and it's not healthy. If you know anyone or are someone who is self-harming, please reach out to a friend, parent, counselor, or really anyone to get help and feel heard. Know you're not alone, and it's okay to ask for help. What I want you all to take away from my speech is to love yourself. Honestly, there are so many ways you can show yourself that you love yourself, like being active, telling yourself that you love yourself, sleeping, and so many other ways. What I want you all to do is find a way that best suits you to love the buddy you spend the rest of your days with. Thank you.